Hey you guys, it's your girl Johanna Marie from the Journey Joesque, and I'm here to do Meditation Monday with you. And we're doing it holiday style. As you can see, a beautiful family tree behind me, and I'm sitting in my great grandmother's chair. It's special. But I just wanted to share this little bit of time to really pause and be still with us. And so we're actually gonna do a meditation exercise this evening. So if you're winding down, get you a little sip of something warm, set up your environment really quick. Even while I'm going to do a little bit of talking before we do the actual exercise. So, turn the volume all the way up, carry your phone around with you while you set your station up to do a little bit of meditating this evening before you go to bed, before you watch your nighttime TV news or movie or whatever it is you do before you go to sleep or before you just officially end your day. And so the one thing I want to share with us that's going to be our theme, or the theme for this week, is that the time is now. Be fearless in your right now. I put together this little phrase as we're going into the new year coming up this weekend, and that's that tomorrow does not always come, and yesterday can only be remembered, but right now is always here. So I'm encouraging us to take advantage of right now, because we always have the agency to do something right now. And sometimes that one thing that we need to do is pause and to be still and take a moment to be fully present in our right now. And I want us to have a chance to be present in our environment. Sometimes we think of being still and pausing as like isolating from the world, or being, separating from ourselves, or separating from what's really happening. But meditating is actually the opposite, I believe. And that's what I'm encouraging, the opposite of isolation and separating, but instead being present with yourself and being present with where you are right now in your environment, in this stage of your life, in your mind, in your body. When you choose to pause and just be still, you are able to be in tune with what's going on inside of you. And so I'm encouraging us to take some time to meditate right now and just be still and in the present, not in the future, not remembering yesterday, but just being fully present with ourselves right now. So hopefully you've got your station together. I'm going to talk about a little bit of the things that I have going on right now that help me get into a still place. I'm going to give some shout outs with that too, and there'll be some information in the in the caption below, so that you can, get some of these supplies of your own. So I have my Permission Room candle burning. If you're not familiar with Permission Room, this is a program that Forward City Church's Pastor Jackie Green has put together. This program for women where we get together and go on a journey for several weeks of praying, fasting, seeking after the Lord together, doing devotionals, and just getting into the Word together. And you get to do it in community with other women, and it's a smaller group of women. And it's a wonderful opportunity, something I'm actually going to talk more about on Wednesday for my Who's Who Wednesday. So stay tuned so you can get all the details on that, because opportunities to participate in a program like that are opening up come January. So I want to make sure you get the information on that. But I have my Permission Room candle, which came with that, and that was really awesome, and it smells amazing. It's super calming, like the perfect, I feel like, spiritual candle you could possibly have. It's just great. The smell was just so well crafted, and it was made by our lovely Keisha, who has her company Spark Candle Co., and that information is going to be in the caption, so you can check out her candles. They're wonderful. Please go support and grab one, because they're totally worth it. So that's one of the things I have that really helped me. As you can see, I've used it a lot. That helped me get into a centering space and get into some stillness, is to have a great candle. Another thing is essential oils. I don't have any with me right now, but essential oils are really helpful in just engaging your senses, changing the atmosphere. They're just really wonderful ways to help just participate in where your mind and your body is at. And there's so much that you can learn about what oils do and like the different functions that oils have. So someone that I know who sells those and has great knowledge on them is Gabrielle Westbrook. You've probably seen me share some of her posts and information before, but her information is going to be in the caption below as well. And you can reach out to her to find out more about some great essential oils. There's full-on packages for specific things you might need, different ways that you can care for your body with essential oils. So those are just a few things that I encourage you have in your time and space of creating some stillness in your life and some time to pause. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and actually practice some meditating. And today we're going to do an exercise that I actually got to practice in seminary. If you didn't know, Stay Choose Tuesday. I will talk about that too. That I have been in seminary and am in seminary. And an exercise that we have done in one of the seminaries I've been to is called centering prayer. And I have a love-hate relationship with all disciplines because I love the results of them, but I don't always enjoy the result of them, largely because it is something that helps you connect with your whole self. And sometimes that can be really revealing and sobering to really find out where you are and what you really need and maybe what you're lacking as well. So I really enjoy centering prayer, even though sometimes I feel like I hear things and learn things about myself in that space that I didn't know already. And I'm like, why didn't I know that? Why didn't I realize I was feeling that way? No biggie. But I'm going to share that with you tonight. And so during centering prayer, what we do is basically take some time to be completely still and just quiet. And while you're being quiet, you're allowing your thoughts to flow like a river. Don't try to necessarily stop them or direct them. Don't get anxious about your thoughts, but let them flow. And if you want to choose one word to redirect yourself, because a lot of times in our minds can get busy. And sometimes if you're a person who's always doing things and moving around a lot, you have a lot of responsibilities, you're wearing different hats, whatever it is, when it comes to being still, it can be really, really challenging. And so your mind races when nothing else is going on. So one way to help your mind be more like a river and less like a crashing ocean or a storming sea is to pick a word to draw yourself back. Sometimes I pick the word still and just as a way, if I feel my brain starting to race or starting to go and faster than I need it to, or trying to avoid the stillness, I'll say the word still, or even love sometimes, or just trust. Those are words that have really helped me to just be and come back to that still space, because being physically still doesn't necessarily mean you're being still. As I just explained, our minds can go for days and race, and it's important to have some times where you actually are still in your mind and your body. And it's a great way to connect with yourself and your environment and where you are right now. So we're going to go ahead and do this. And one of the ways that we help sort of transition into this still space is we say the scripture, be still and know that I am God. That is a scripture. And we say it where one person would either say it and we repeat after them, and you say it shortening the verse each time that you say it until you get to the very last word of the beginning of the verse, which is be. And so, or we all say it together if we have done this practice before. So I'm going to go ahead and have you repeat after me. Even though I can't hear you, it's like, Dora, can you say, be still and know that I am God? Good job. Good for you. So that was a little practice, but here's how it's going to go. We're going to go ahead and get started. And it's okay if you're not necessarily in the quietest space. Some of us do share space with others, and that's totally fine. But if you want to find, which I would highly encourage, just close your door of your room, go in the bathroom, whatever you need to do, find a little corner, just a little piece of space just for you to take some time to just be still and to be present with yourself and where you are right now. So feel free to repeat after me. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know. Be still. Be. Great job. I really just wanted to give you at least 60 seconds because this can seem kind of weird to do on social media. But again, I think centering prayer is a really awesome way to center yourself, to be realigned with where you are right now, and to be in tune with your mind, your body, your environment. And just find out really what's going on inside of you. And so let me know if you tried it and what you thought, or how it impacted you or affected you, if in any way. And if it was weird for me to just be staring and not closing my eyes or anything. A lot of times I usually do close my eyes when I practice it. But sometimes my eyes stay open and I just kind of stare in one direction. And just kind of give that my attention and just sort of let my mind sort of flow like that river. And let things pass through my mind until I get to whatever's really centered in me at the time. And one question that we often ask afterwards is, what's the Spirit saying to you? What's centered in you right now? What's alive in you right now? A lot of times when you take on centering prayer, or practice centering prayer, you find what is alive. Like when that river flows and you sort of get to the bottom of whatever's going on with you, it's something that is alive in you right now, something that you're feeling strongly in your heart, in your mind, in your body. And that can be revealed even if it wasn't something you were previously aware of. So hopefully that was helpful to you. If you want to do another exercise, I'm going to do it anyway. But let me know, because it'd be great just to know who's out there and wanting to do exercises. And I can look for even more specific things that might be helpful. But thank you for joining me for Meditation Monday, Holiday Edition. And I hope that you really do get a chance to pause more than once this week, and especially during holidays where we might have a little bit of extra time than we usually do, and right before things sort of pick back up and we step into a new year. Remember that the time is right now, and that tomorrow does not always come. Yesterday can only, be remembered, but right now is always here. So take advantage of that. You have agency to make choices right now, and let stillness be one of them. The love is real, the view is fresh, and pure love needs no filter. That is the Journey Joe-esque. Thanks for journeying with me on this Meditation Monday. See y'all. Have a good night's sleep. Bye.